Welcome back to the podcast. Today I want to speak about a few different things. I want to speak about Frenzo Harami, Lowkey, Shogun, and Dlive from the rap game UK. Now, first, I want to speak about Lowkey. I've been listening to his music and seeing his um, social media posts for quite a while now. Now, he speaks about things that need to be spoken about. It's more like a conscious, it's more like conscious rap. Now, why do people not promote stuff like that and push it, and why don't the algorithm push it compared to compared to um other sort of music like that's like, let's say, related to gangs and crime and killings and stuff like that. Like one of the lyrics, or if I'm not saying it word for word, but something like, if um if I rap about crime, it's commercial. If I rap like I'm trying to teach you, it's controversial, something like that. He was saying something like that. So he's spot on. So if it's something that's educating you, that the government doesn't like because they're telling you how it is, and the government doesn't want you to know because they want you to just be stuck behind in your mentality where you don't know anything and you're just going with where the government's going, then they're gonna promote that. But when he's telling you what's happening and what they're trying to do to you, then it's not gonna they're gonna stop. The algorithm is not gonna take it forward. And why is that? Because he's saying exactly what he needs to say and what we need to listen to. But because we're so ingrained in this absolute rubbish about killing people and getting your ops, then no one wants to listen to that anymore. And it's not they're not promoting it. And why has he been blacklisted on certain things? And just because he's pro-Iraqi and he's spoken about the Palestinian matters and other things, they don't push his music. And he's still independent to this day. You see still what he's doing. If society was real and they got behind him, he'd be a worldwide superstar right now. But we got other priorities. We want to still listen to absolute nonsense and not grow. We want to listen to killing people and stuff like that. And that's no benefit to us whatsoever. And maybe the government wants to push stuff like this because they want us to listen to this and then end up killing each other. Maybe that's what they want. Now, similarly with Frenzo Harami, he he um raps about stuff like that, prostitution, girls, watches, drugs, stuff like that. I haven't really heard him that much. Heard a few songs, but then recently I had um him on a podcast, and he was speaking and he's saying that he only a lot of the reason why because he recently did put out a video um called Tiny Hands. It was about Yemen and what's happening over there and how they're so malnourished that they've got tiny hands and they've got barely, like, they're really really small and skinny. But so he did a video about that. And he did a song about that and it's quite good. But the algorithm is not pushing it. Like he'll put a video about, let's say, a normal rap video about that talks about violence or drugs or whatever, and that'll do a million in a month, let's just say. But this Tiny Hands, I think it's been a month and it's just around 80,000 views. Now in the comments, this is what people are saying: we need stuff like this, we need stuff like this. This is the real stuff. You say all of this, but not. But then again, why don't the views match? Why does it, like, it doesn't add up? And even he was saying that when he speaks about drugs and crimes, the views do well. But when it comes to this stuff, it doesn't do well, and neither does the algorithm help it. It doesn't push it, so that's what puts him off speaking about it. And then also, just quickly going back to Loki, he did a video on DRM Daily, "Long Live Palestine," and that's been over a year, and it's just on 700,000 views over a year. Where if you talk about um gangs and crimes, you can get a million views in days. And you talk about real things, and it takes years and years to get a million views. And then the ironic thing is, people say we need more people talking about stuff like this, hashtag woke, all these other bullshit terms. But then when it comes to watching it and sharing it, promoting it, they're nowhere to be seen. Similarly, I want to touch on D Live. He is a contestant on the Rap Game UK. He um he called out the BBC for letting one of the reporters say the N word on a news report, and they were expecting that part to be cut out. And like one of the person said, they expected that after he just said it, someone expected there to be someone to say cut. That shows that what they expect of our society. We like to silence what people say. And then I think on social media somewhere he said there was a video of him, but on the TV show, but the part of that he was, some of it was cut off, or it wasn't intentionally shown, maybe because it was saying something that doesn't align with what the BBC want people to see, because it's the truth. And then recently, even another contestant on the show, goes by the name Shogun. He said that he got a message from the BBC not to share certain stuff, whereas other people can. And then even other contestants got their videos back, which they could share on social media, but he never got his back. And then he's even been told not to say certain things. So it shows that, like, is music, is that show two stage? Like, you can't say what you want, and it's not causing hatred, you're just expressing yourself, but you can't, because maybe the BBC has a certain agenda, and they don't want people to make them look like a fool. So so that all just shows that, from what I'm seeing, is that everyone loves, let's just keep the music how it is, depressing, leading to crime, leading to this, bad lyrics, filthy lyrics, influencing young children to do the wrong things. Let's keep it like that, and then blame those people for those bad things happening, and let the cycle repeat. But whereas we can change it up and push people like Lowkey and Frenzo and others like Swoop, but we don't want to do that, because that's gonna look good, and that's not gonna that's not gonna give us an opportunity to blame people and cause problems. So that just shows how the music industry is, and how the public are towards the music industry.